Welcome back, everybody. As you know, I've recently ventured into hammock camping. I got a cheap budget setup from Amazon, synthetic underquilt, a 9-foot hammock. I slept pretty good in it. It was pretty comfortable, but I did get some upgrades. So let's get those set up and then discuss them. So this is my HammockGear Zippered Bugnet Hammock. I am in love with this thing. I got it with 9-foot daisy chain tree straps, which come in this fancy little bag, which is awesome. It comes with 2 carabiners attached to your continuous loop on either end, and has a dual end stuff sack for easy deployment and takedown. The hammock comes with 8 of these D-rings. There's one on the inside at the same point and one on the outside across either side of the hammock to attach accessories, as well as to attach your top quilt depending on what kind of top quilt you have. And they could also be used to tie out your hammock if need be. It also comes standard with quilt hooks. There's 4 in total, 2 at the foot end, 2 at the head end. This is a symmetrical hammock, so it does not matter which way you lay. It could be head right, feet left, feet right, and on either end. The Bugnet hammock comes standard with a structural ridge line. That is to protect your mesh so you don't rip it by over tightening the hammock when you hang it. It's a gorgeous piece of kit. This thing is so comfortable. Comes with great YKK zippers, 2 on either side, and glow-in-the-dark toggles. Makes finding these at night very easy. It was a dream. These double zippers on either side make it so easy to adjust your underquilt, to enter, exit either side of the hammock, depending how you have it set up. It's just an easy all-around good hammock to use. The double zippers offer a second purpose as well. This Bugnet does not detach, but it does zip all the way around. Very easily, I might add. No snagging. And can be folded up. And tucked into this little mesh pocket they have attached to the head end. Or the foot end. And now you have a bug-net-free hammock for if there's no bugs out, if you're just lounging around camp and enjoying things, and you can deploy it quick and easily for when you go to sleep if the mosquitoes or flies come out. This hammock with tree straps included comes in at 37.7 ounces. I went with the dark olive color, which I believe is the 70 denier fabric. It also comes in a 40, so this added a little extra weight, but I really wanted the dark olive green. So I do have my head end a little lower than my foot end. Let's test her out. I kick my boots off, don't want any dirt in the hammock. Get a nice diagonal lay. I sleep my feet to the right, my head to the left. And I lay flat. Sorry you can't see me for the wall of fabric, but this is super comfortable. For my underquilt, I went with the HammockGear Incubator full size. This is 800 fill of Nix wax treated down. Comes in at 27.7 ounces, I believe it was, and made of 20D material. I went with the dark olive and the burnt orange. I'll show you that in a sec. Packs down pretty small to about 8.5 liters. You can still compress that some more. Let's get her set up. The deployment of your underquilt is so simple, and the way I pack it makes it a little easier for me. I'll show you that at the end. Open up your stuff sack. The white carabiner is on your head end, and there's a black one on the foot end. Connect that to your continuous loop. Find your other carabiner. Connect that to your other continuous loop. As I mentioned earlier, I went with the dark olive and the burnt orange. Really like that color combination. It's got horizontal baffles, your primary suspension, your secondary suspension, and your draft collar. Each end does have this draft collar to prevent the heat from seeping out, and you can also open this up to vent it if you get too warm. Once you have your S-beaners connected to your continuous loops, you simply drop your underquilt and slide her in. Just sitting in this, I can already feel the heat building under my butt. This is a 10 Fahrenheit underquilt. I'm Canadian, so that's minus 12 degrees Celsius. This should take me well into the winter months. I won't be doing hammock hangs when it's minus 30 anyways. So the minus 12 gives me a good range, and this is ventable. So even when we hit our 40 degrees Celsius summers, I should be able to drape this under me with some airflow, and I should be able to use this pretty much all 4 seasons. So I'm gonna kick my boots off and give you a preview of what this looks like when you're inside. Get your nice diagonal lay. Few adjustments. Ample coverage on my feet. Ample coverage on my head. This is a great warm underquilt. As I mentioned earlier, there is the quilt hooks. And these, you can just clip your suspension right into them. I haven't used them yet. I've only slept in this system once, and I loved it. But I did not use the quilt hooks. I didn't have a need to. So there you have it. That is my new hammock system. I am in love with this thing. I slept in it last night. It was super comfortable. For my rain fly, I have a 12-foot by 9.5-foot hot core catenary cut tarp. Pitch is really easy, really taut. It's a great tarp, unbelievably waterproof. I got rained on last night, didn't get a drop inside the shelter. It was awesome. I'll show you that on my next video in more detail. I don't have it with me. But yeah, this is it, and I am happy. I'll throw some clips from that trip into the end of this video. I was out with a buddy, his first time hammock camping. He used my budget setup. He's a little camera shy, so I didn't get a whole lot of filming done. Not enough to make a whole video anyways, but I'll show you some clips from our camp. So when I'm ready to pack up, I simply disconnect my S-beaner at my foot end, specifically my foot end, and start stuffing it in the stuff sack. And then it's the battle of the down. And as you can see, nothing touches the ground. It's nice, it's clean, it's effective. And once I get close to the end, disconnect my S-beaner on the head end and finish shoving her in there. Oh, connected to a clip. And then I make sure my head end S-beater is right at the top, so I can clip it, walk it out. Again, nothing has to touch the ground. When I take down the hammock, it's just as simple as the stuff sack. Disconnect the foot end. And with the dual-ended stuff sack, you just start walking down your ridge line, stuffing her in. Nothing has to touch the ground, nothing has to get dirty. Again, I'm right at the end. Disconnect the head end. Finish stuffing it in there. Oh, and leave the carabiner out. And you have enough room. Once your straps are rolled up, stick them back in your hammock strap bag. They fit on top. Cinch up the cinch cord. And you're ready to go. So yeah, that's my new hammock system. I gotta thank HammockGear for the speedy service. They were very professional, great communication back and forth. It came really quick. I will be expecting some duty, custom charges, some tax. I'm not sure how much that's gonna be, but well worth it. This hammock system's amazing. I'm in love with it. I am no longer a ground dweller. I'll probably still do some tarp shelters, and when I do some bushcrafty stuff, I'll be building raised beds and such, so I won't be always hammocking, but for all my backcountry endeavors, any normal camping, anything where a tent would be used, I'll be using this. I will be looking into getting the economy burrow top quilt with the dark olive and burnt orange coloring as well, just so everything matches and everything's from HammockGear. But that's a future thing. I'm in no rush. I have a -12 Rabicent 700, so that again is a 10 Fahrenheit bag. It's a 3/4 zip mummy, so I just zip it down and use it as a quilt. It's actually really comfortable and serves me really well. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that video. Hope it was informative. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm a hammock newbie, so I don't know much, but I can get her set up. I can sleep comfortably and warm, so I'm doing okay. And I got some great gear now. Thanks for watching. All right, everyone, back to fly fish again. Got my buddy Joel with me this time. His first time hammock camping. I got some new gear for you. We'll go over that in a bit. It's exciting. It's gonna be good. Just getting him set up. He's got my old Amazon set up, but he'll be comfortable. I sleep good in it. But yeah, let's get his tarp strung up, then we'll work on my new shelter. Go. Okay. Let's try not to knock teeth out. Oh, I missed. We're good. That's where we're hanging our food tonight.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it might be that tall.
Get that down. You just, like you said, gives you time to get the bear spray.
Keep them distracted away from camp. Get the bear spray. So yeah, apparently there was a couple that came down here and said there's grizzlies in the area. So I'm hanging my food tonight. Beef and broccoli for dinner. Pre-cooked the rice. Treating that guy to a good meal. Yeah, this should be good. Got a little simmer going. Best he's eaten all week. Oh, this is be good. So, beef and broccoli. That's gonna be damn tasty. Oh, nailed dinner. It's been pretty silent here since we started eating. Yeah, that worked out well. Got some wildlife screwing with us. forget the names of these birds, but I will link it. There's like 5 of them. Got Joel over there lounging. So as mentioned earlier, I have new hammock gear from HammockGear. It's their 11-foot hammock, unbelievably comfortable, and 10-degree burrow underquilt. This thing's good for -12 here. I'm Canadian, not Fahrenheit, American. But it's unbelievable. That is so comfortable versus what Joel's sleeping in. This thing's just mini. He's loving it. He's comfy. All cuddled in there with some down blankets.